So here we are looking at BFLX. This chart has been pretty brutal. Real quick before we even get started, let's pull up the daily chart. You can see that if you're able to get down, purchase shares right around here, it could have made a nice trade, but you had to be quick. Yesterday was just a complete bloodbath. Yes, this candle is just from one day, and then today wasn't much better, put in new lows. So obviously from the daily chart, pretty rough looking. I should also say that the point of this video is geared more towards the bottom feeders, bottom bouncers, whatever you want to call yourself. This is one where there's a risk versus reward set up here that's worth at least keeping an eye on. So don't take this video as me saying that you should invest in this thing for the next 5 years. That's definitely not what I'm saying. This is a complete chart play, complete trade for you bottom feeders that like to try to catch some bounces. So first thing I want to start off with is just by zooming out like this, and the reason I'm doing this is to find where this previous low, or basically as low as this chart's ever been, and that can be found by looking back here, right here at this doji candle, right there, and the low of this day was at 0.096. So I'll make this green because this is the key level of support, make this extra thick, because this is a very important level of support. So when we zoom back in, just remember this is where this green line is coming from. So again, you can see here, we have already had some price history with this level of support. In fact, right here, it bounced right off of it. But today's action, again, this is a 15-minute chart. So in the last 15 minutes, you can see that the price went below it, but because we care about the 15-minute chart, we care about where this candle closed, and it was able to close above 0.096. But my point being, really, right around here between the 0.096 and this low right there, which is valued at 0.091. So we can call this kind of little miniature support zone if you want. But the point being, right here could be a nice little accumulation spot. If you were to pick up like here, the people that accumulated here got a nice little bounce. Not a ton, but we're talking about a stock less than 20 cents right now, so the percentages add up very quickly. But for those that like to have some risk versus reward, this area right here may be a good spot for a bounce. If you're in this for a longer term trade, this is definitely the area that you want to hold. So if you're already in this and hoping for a longer term chart play or whatever, this is if you were to ask me what's the must hold level, 0.096 would be ideally, but if 0.096 doesn't hold, then 0.019 must hold, or else this chart's gonna go down to it'll just start putting in completely new lows again, which is obviously not what you want to see. So that's what I want to point out. Like I said, you can see right here, one bounce has already happened. We had the nice spinning top doji, whatever you want to call it, given the formation of this candle around these support levels. Could see some upwards action early next week, but it's definitely one where you don't want to hop in and then leave for the next few hours. You want to hop in and be able to keep a close eye on it to see if there is any sort of bounce. So that's all I really got. And like I said, for the questions that I've gotten on it, if you're in it and hoping for what do you want the overall chart to do? Like I said, you want these support levels to hold, no ands, ifs, buts about it. Because if they don't, then the chart's just going to keep on heading down like this. But these are definitely the must-hold levels. So if there are any other questions on the chart, though, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We're making some good money together. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was a 15-minute BFLX chart. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.